Hickory Dock.
It's not a great music,
No,
but it's cute.
it
Yeah.
is.
So,
Just before
You'll open the door. Santa's gonna rape your mouth. It's the holiday.
Okay, we're live, everybody.
Folks, here we are, Christmas Eve. And if you listen closely, why, you can hear old Chris Kringle.
What's that on the roof?
I don't know. Hello, folks. Why, look, it's David Bowie coming to visit Bing Crosby for the weirdest thing. Everybody, welcome to the Brian McCarthy Interview Show. It is our Christmas Hanukkah spectacular. It is the we are here with Hollywood Howard. Howard, hello.
hello. And
Thank
so
you.
Nice to be back. Hello.
Now, in Judaism, even though you're not
Yes.
you're
No,
not a
I'm
great
an-
Jew,
I'm
culturally
an
you're a good.
honorary rabbi.
Yes.
I can answer any question you have.
Hanukkah's not a big deal in the Jewish canon.
Well, now,
No.
I don't think that's
Here we
right.
go.
That's enough. No,
It's
Hanukkah
no
is a big
Yom
deal,
Kippur.
but it's not Yom Kippur. No,
Right.
it's a historical marker. It's not a direct connection.
This is
as it
another
were,
one
with
where
Hashem.
the lights of the candles celebrate. They needed enough light in
Who's
one. Okay, in the Temple of David, which is a church kind of synagogue, right?
Synagogue.
Okay, that they needed.
Although
They did,
Jesus may have
it was a
been-
miracle of. There's a miracle they had enough light to light a candle for 7 nights, right?
Why did they need candle power? and
Somebody was trying to
light
kill
for a
the
whole week?
Jews
That's
again.
Right.
Somebody,
That's right. The Greeks, the Seleucid Greeks this time. I love the Greeks, but
the
at that
Seleucid
point,
Greeks.
yeah, the Seleucid
What were they trying to
Greeks,
get him to buy magazine
Okay,
subscription?
on the door or something?
they were expanding their empire.
Do me a
And
favor,
of course, they
give us
ran into
historically the
Jew-
time, please. What time of the when was
it's
this?
several centuries before Jesus.
Before Common Era, I think
Before
you mean.
the Common Era. It was
Okay.
BC.
BJ before Jesus.
Hey,
BJ.
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 BJ. What is that? My birthday?
Hey, let's
BJ's
keep it clean. It's
warehouse.
the holidays, everybody.
So the Jews were resisting.
So back up
and
for
they
1
were
second.
Putting up a
Howard.
fight.
Just we
Sorry,
have
slow
all
down.
day.
I had the cappuccino.
I know,
so
you're a
I'm
little
bit
shot out of a
fading
cannon.
now.
You're full of gelt. Howard brought us
Oh, I'll show them the
Bitcoin gelt.
Bitcoin guilt.
Thank you very much.
Not good for the Jews. But we'll
Nothing's-
talk about that later.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at, say, for argument's sake, 400 BC
Yeah, I think
or
that's
more
about
like.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because really the Greeks kind of exited the world stage, if you will, at around 300, 250 BC.
Yeah. See, but they were feeling their oats then.
right. This was these were ninth inning Greeks. Okay. They were like,
And
we
then
can do it. Okay.
You know, the Jews, the Maccabean tribes were
Maccabean
offering resistance.
Maccabean are Jews?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Maccabean, and they didn't have enough candle power and light for this fight. But
Okay.
lo and behold,
Hold on.
the oil.
Right.
lasted
Okay,
the
hold
8
on. Had the
days.
Greeks laid siege.
Yeah, they were laying siege.
Okay. So we needed the Mechanites. I mean,
The Maccabees.
Maccabees,
Yeah,
sorry.
Maccabean. Yep.
Which reminds me, I have to update my virus software.
Yeah, John McAfee.
Thank you.
That's a great
Thank you.
documentary.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
one of the leading
Crazy motherfucker.
Maccabean.
Yeah, he's one of the big
Yeah.
fighters.
Maccabean,
Yeah.
Maccabean fighter. Easy for you to say. Maccabean fighters and fighters and fiends.
Anyway,
So
that's
So
really
these Greeks show up en
Mhm.
masse. Okay. Probably all oiled up with olive
yeah.
oil and
Oh
in,
yeah, they were.
in
Yeah.
loincloths.
They
and
tried to lure. The,
just thick black curls cascading over their shoulders, ropey
Are you
muscles.
listening, Lily?
Lucy, you mean?
Lucy. Sorry.
Yeah, Lucy Sunflower. If you happen to be listening, Howard has agreed to shoot some content with you. So
Wait, she was very strict about the testing.
yeah,
Oh,
So
which
you
way?
have to get
You-
tested
you have to-
for
Yeah.
Oh, test. I
The-
thought you said tat.
tat.
Did
I
she
don't-
require
I don't know.
tattoos? Or
No,
because I don't have any of those.
No. The two criteria: you have to agree to be tested,
No problem.
disease free. Well, we'll wait for the test to come back, Frank.
Okay, but yeah,
Mhm.
If
you're
you're
right.
not riddled with syphilis, there's something wrong. And then also, you have to have according to her, a huge cock. And I don't know
well,
what you're,
define huge.
like 7 inches more.
Well,
Wow.
And
let me just be diplomatic,
and
since I
girthy.
still may run for public office someday or
Mm.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, in all humility, I have been complimented.
Yeah,
in
I'll
that
be honest with you,
regard.
I'll be completely
All
candid.
right,
You
so-
seem like the kind of guy who could be carrying around a hog.
Yeah, I
Bec-
agree.
because you have such
Skinny
a
as I am.
And it's somehow tan as well.
yeah.
It's just as tan as him.
Yep.
Which we
That's
can't
very
explain
funny.
why he
That's
always
cute.
has a great tan.
Yeah, and it smells like old books.
Yes,
Just- yeah.
yes.
But I do feel like no, but
Definitely, an
you
old
do have the
library.
body type of because you're slight,
Yeah.
but you're have a good build. So I'm coming on to you, but you have a good
Right.
build.
Yeah, what is this? It's a
Get
family
over
show
here.
for
Get over here.
holiday
Get over
season.
here.
What
It's
the
a
hell
holiday,
is this?
I'll give you some guilt. I got enough oil on my candle. But no, you seem one of these guys that like you could
Well,
take your
anyway.
pants off and just like
All
a
right.
9-inch dick falls
I've been
out.
compliment. So
Mhm.
in other words, I think I would be in based
Okay,
on those
okay.
criteria as announced. I think I'd be in the run.
So let me ask you this honestly. So if you're sitting with this woman, Lucy, let's just assume that you're on board with all this, and she said to you, do you think, knowing my past,
Yeah.
you have a big enough cock to accommodate my needs? Could you
Mhm.
sit here and say, because it's going to come up, it's not the kind of thing where you can bluff and then
no, it's going to
you're-
come up right away.
so to
No, I'm
speak.
going to say, Lucy, I think so. Yeah,
Okay,
but there's
wow.
only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think we can make this happen.
I have another question though, based on the first criterion.
Sure,
Does that mean that the sex itself would be protected or not?
protected, right?
Oh, it
I
has to
think
be
for
protected?
content it is unprotected. I think that's why the testing.
Yeah,
If you were
right.
rubber, I think it could maybe no test.
Yes, but I think
Did you ever hear about the shower and the raincoat analogy? Yeah, do you shower with a raincoat on? I mean, I'm not,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm
Howard
all
does
for-
not
yeah,
wear.
no, I-
right.
I don't-
You're anti.
Howard's
Yeah,
of the
I'm
generation
anti.
where
Right.
condoms are for perverts. They
Yeah,
call them
definitely.
French letters.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, then you'd be
Not that
fine.
there's anything wrong with them.
Howard,
They're
you-
very, very important, but it's not my preference.
Howard, you
That's
might
why I'm
be-
asking if Lucy, if
No,
I
no,
pass
no.
the
No,
test and the size thing,
listen.
Mhm.
I think you
would
might
she
be.
require?
You might be a great
Condom.
candidate for this.
Well,
Yeah.
and
I've already
think
asked you
so.
for a
All right.
phone number.
I will make
Mhm.
overtures.
Thank you,
Mhm.
Yeah.
appreciate it.
So we have
This is what we call backdoor diplomacy.
so to
Backdoor-
speak.
This is what the Russians
mean,
are.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Right.
but
Backdoor
yeah,
diplomacy.
I think
yeah.
that's yeah.
Oh, how does she
something-
feel
yeah.
about that?
Well,
Now I'm
I think
taking
it's-
Brian's role,
Yeah,
right?
I
How does she feel
Backdoor?
about
Listen,
backdoor
diplomacy.
diplomacy?
let me put it this way, Howard. I think if you meet all the criteria,
Yeah.
I think it's your game to play. I
Okay.
think it's kind of like I don't think there's a
100%.
there's I think if you don't walk out of that room like crying into a towel, then you are
Okay.
more of a man than I've
Fair
ever been.
enough.
Yeah.
What
I-
about one
Go
more? This raises a lot of
I like
issues.
the- I
but
like
it
the
doesn't-
hypothetical.
But
Is
Howard,
she
it
of the
doesn't,
hypotheticals?
it
You know,
doesn't
lawyers
raise
deal
her
with
a lot of
hypotheticals.
questions because you got to be ready to deal
Uh-huh.
with some. Okay, what was your question? Go ahead.
Does she subscribe to the Bill Cosby
Utney reader?
One, the Utney reader, and two, the Bill Cosby school of seduction?
Hmm.
No, you're gonna meet in like a coffee shop.
She'll want to be
and-
conscious. If
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what you're
very
asking.
That's what I'm asking.
You might not want to
Okay.
be, but
No, I'm saying no. Once
she
we
was cute.
not
She's
meeting in the
cute.
coffee shop, but if we go to next steps, can we like have a drink or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
you
that?
can, like,
I don't
hang
know. Maybe
out.
she's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Christian girl and she doesn't want.
no. She drinks. Howard.
She's a party.
I'm not
Listen,
talking about fentanyl, but
No, if you don't
although
need
if she
any-
has what do you call
I-
those guys that I used to love? Those
what?
the
Oh,
the horse
Quaaludes.
tranquil.
Yeah,
If she
yeah,
has
yeah.
Quaalude, I'd be
Some
armed
You
with
lewds?
don't
that.
need. Listen,
Some lewds.
that is overkill. I don't need
Is
to-
that overkill?
Yeah, you don't need to roll in here with like a silk shirt untucked with a couple Quaaludes in your hand. No, Lucy's
Purple.
all business. It's
Okay.
like
Well, this would.
you
yeah,
would
but this would not be business, though. This is a,
in all business in terms of like, but
Okay,
she
I
might want to record it, but your face won't be in it.
what's the use of not having your face in it?
Okay, then your face will
can't
be
get
in it.
any
Howard, it's
publicity
kind of
that
whatever you
way.
want. If you can pass that one test, I think it's all up to you. If at that point, it's your hay to sow or mow or flow.
Are you paid for your?
Now you might be getting a. But if you've got that kind of pimp hand, it's probably possible. If you're like, if we
Do
talk,
you have to be in the union? Do I have to be ASCAP?
Yes, local 42. Yeah, don't tell the shop steward though, because it's weekend work, which is double pay.
Right.
No, if we really, it'd be great. We
Yep.
see Howard in a month, and he's like, "Listen, I got to tell you guys, I saw Lucy, put her in the hospital with my hog, and she gave me $1,000."
Yeah.
Wow.
Now you're
Yeah.
talking
Could
Could
fantasy
I
land.
feel like we should.
That's funny.
What we should do is we should have her on as a guest with Howard and then just see where the
Now
chemistry.
you're
See if there's any
yes,
chemistry.
That's a
I
great
have to-
idea.
You don't
No,
like it?
I think that to make this more of a serious, or to make this really happen, I think we just coordinate Lucy, you guys on the phone. I think we
You
don't.
go ahead
If
on.
we're here, it feels like
Yeah.
a gag or a bit.
Sure.
or
Why
something.
she won't go with the
I
flow
mean,
on that. She
I
won't be
think
able to
that-
handle
here's the thing,
it.
you're a serious guy, and you're also like you're not
Yeah.
really. I think we're talking about this in a very real way. So like I think like if we might have to kind of put you on the phone or something like that in terms of like
You know what? You know her, so you know best about both sides, right? 'Cause I
if we
don't-
ever hear
you
it's like a
know,
bit,
but I think it would
maybe
be funny to have.
I wanted
both
to
on
have-
the
yeah.
show.
I would. Here's what I'd like to
I'm
do.
just trying to get content.
I would like
too.
I would like no. I'd like Chuck Woolery. I say
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to see you back in 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And then
who's Chuck-
I'll pay
wait a
for it
minute,
if you
who's
guys want.
Chuck-
If you
yeah?
kids want to go
Who's Chuck
have a
Woolery?
croissant.
Is he one of your?
He did was it Love Connection? Yeah,
What
Love
is
Connection.
that?
One of the
Is
more
that adult?
famous older like dating shows. And he would say,
Oh, he was the MC.
he was the host. Yeah.
Yeah, like with
Yeah.
a big bow tie. Or...
No, no.
no,
That
no
guy-
big bow.
You're
no
thinking of
big bow
Bozo
tie.
the Clown.
Yeah, no big bow tie.
Chuck Woolery. It was a show that ran in the mid '80s, probably to the early '90s.
Oh, yeah, I missed that
And, yeah.
period.
It was a show called The Love Connection, and they would have on eligible bachelors from LA, and it was usually 3 guys, 1 girl, or 3 girls, 1 guy,
3 guys, 1 girl.
and it was like a dating game.
I like that.
I
But
like
they-
Howard's all horned up
Yeah, he's
today.
out,
I
yeah.
like this new. I like this.
It's the moon.
This Howard. Is that what it is?
Yeah,
It's the vernal equinox.
Of course, he
or-
has to have a
it's the
celestial
winter
event.
solstice.
Well,
It's a celestial
if
event.
you're into werewolves, I got a girl for you. No, so
no,
this,
I'm not.
well, there's Chuck Woolery.
Is that gonna?
What?
She's not super hairy. I'll show. Did we show you a picture?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
Would
let's
you
show-
mind? Yeah.
please.
thank
Do
you.
we? Let's show the.
By the way,
picture of
on
you.
serious guy stuff,
Yeah.
something happened which I guess I can share.
Yeah, I want to hear it all.
The other morning, maybe yesterday morning, our next door neighbors, very nice young folk couple. He's a friendly guy. He says, "Now I figured out who you remind me of."
Uh-oh.
Speaking to me,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
I said, "Who?" Oh, guess what he says?
I mean, I can't
Go
even.
ahead. I figured out right who you remind me of.
Does he mean
Of all the people in the world.
does he mean your physicality or just how you are?
Well, I don't know what he meant, but he told me who I remind him of. I think both.
Ted Danson.
Kramer.
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 Really?
See,
I don't get Kramer.
I would be almost insulted by
I
that.
sort of had a half reaction. I had a very ambivalent reaction.
Yeah. I mean of in the universe.
You know what I mean? In the positive way. There's
Yeah. Well, you're funny, but
yeah.
the funny
In
thing.
the universe of
the
Seinfeld, in terms of if you're looking at only those
Oh,
characters,
okay. Where
I'll
would you-
take him over Newman.
oh, for sure.
Oh, he didn't say
Definitely.
Newman. Yeah.
Or like,
He
yeah,
might
Newman.
might think if he asked,
I don't really know the show,
he
but
would tell you that you remind him of Newman.
easy, Howard. Come on, man.
I'm joking with you.
son of a bitch. I'd like that Putty guy. I don't really know the show that
Oh,
well. but
Putty is
Oh,
funny.
Yeah.
David Putty's
They're
great.
all. It's a work of
Well,
genius.
come
man.
back.
Yeah.
We'll make out.
we have Lucy here.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So this is
You don't think Seinfeld is the work of genius?
he doesn't care.
I don't
for it.
care
He
for
doesn't care
Seinfeld,
for
but
it.
it's okay. I don't
That's
want to
so
make.
It's
Yeah.
the Jewish thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
You could tell me.
Jerry
They're
Seinfeld
friends.
hates.
I don't care.
He's a self-loathing Jew, and I don't like that. I like Mel Brooks. Celebrate it.
Uh-huh.
Mel.
Celebrate
Sure.
your Judaism.
So
We
this
are
is
not
this is
worthy.
Brian and her showing their bare bottoms.
yes, mine's actually less hairy.
When did all this happen? Oh, you just
Week
did
ago.
you do this on the show?
Yeah.
Well, after the
That's
show.
Well,
so
after we take
adorable.
pictures.
Yeah.
I do one with you, but you're now. Although I think today I might get a good one out of
She's
you.
not that hairy. Where's the hair?
Okay,
It's really not that.
Why don't
it's not
you?
that
Why don't
much.
you,
You mean she
pull
just
up?
has a little mustachio
Pull up
thing?
what?
Why don't you? I'm on her OnlyFans.
Okay.
Why don't you go on
Really?
OnlyFans on my phone?
Okay.
And let's really show Howard
Okay.
Lucy.
Wait a minute.
Wow.
You didn't. This is not Lucy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No. Okay. Howard,
She's not that hairy.
do you know what OnlyFans is?
Huh?
Okay. No. Only
I think that's your answer. right there.
OnlyFans.
Do I know who?
Okay.
Huh?
OnlyFans is the whole.
Oh, is that a
the
site?
audience right now is
Is that a
banging
site?
their head against the wall.
I can't believe
It's-
how out of it I actually
I know.
am.
Yeah. They're like, wait, this guy wearing 9 coats?
Yeah.
Doesn't know what
That's
That's
why he
OnlyFans
said
is?
Kramer the
Yeah.
other morning. He said, "You know, you remind me of Kramer."
All right. You should have said, "Oh, you nigger."
Oh,
Well, that's what Kramer famously got in.
he did.
He got
sure
in.
did.
Did you know
No,
that's
it's
what happened?
better than Newman.
Yeah. Who
Oh,
I-
you're going off about that
well,
bad
we're-
moment that he had on stage.
we're
with,
all over the map, but
that
yeah.
stand-up thing that
Yeah,
Kramer, that
yeah.
Richards had.
well, it was his fault. He went on stage. Nobody put a gun to his head. He went up there. He wasn't funny, and he
But
reacted. in a-
if I'm if
ahead.
my memory serves me correctly, I may be very
Yes.
wrong on
It's-
this.
it was the
Didn't Adam
Schwartz's
or
fault?
Somebody offered he was just that was part of the shtick for him.
He
He wasn't reacting
he
personally.
made-
Adam, did you say that last time when we had this discussion about Richard's freak
Yeah,
out?
we did talk about what did I say?
No, maybe it wasn't you. Somehow
What?
came up that there was a theory that he was in control and he was just playing with it.
Is that better? You think it's better to be in control and to like go to that?
But he's different.
He made a bad.
It's different.
Well, look, I will give him this. For those of you who are listening, over 10 years ago, one of the first like viral video things is the guy that played Kramer, Michael Richards, was at the Laugh Factory, which I performed in. Thank you very much.
Take that out, Howard. This is the little. We're starting with a little toe sucking video.
Okay.
By the way,
Is
she's
that her?
sucking the toes
This
of a very
girl is
cute
the
girl.
This girl and this girl are the same? No. This is
so
You're gonna confuse.
that's
him.
your
You gotta
girl right
really-
there.
Oh,
That's her. The one sucking the toes is
But
Lucy.
let's get right into it.
I
though.
don't see that she's that hairy.
So you got give him the one. Let's get him right there.
I don't.
Where's
there,
the
there,
hair?
there won't
Okay,
be
hold on.
much
Yes, there
of
will
that.
be. Okay, everybody. I feel like I'm
Where's the
losing.
beef?
Okay, stick it down for have some sandwich. Are you on my OnlyFans?
Yeah,
I'm not allowed
that's
to
what, that's what I
Go
want.
to media, go to videos. If you get in there, I promise you,
I'm
there,
looking at all of her videos, but I'm
Okay.
just trying to find.
there are.
one
Just take a. I will talk to Howard. Take a second
Yeah,
to
yeah.
find
I
because
want to see the hair. Show me the hair.
Yeah, I'm
it's
trying to
not that
find-
hard to find. Trust me. There
I'm
are
trusting you, but I got to see the photograph.
there are a couple
Okay,
that
here's the butt. It's pretty.
yeah.
I just think. I mean, it's more kind of like lower back, and you know.
It's
he's expecting when you say hair. I would also expect like.
okay. I don't know how else
You
to
know what
say
I
it.
mean?
I don't.
Well, Howard, it
I
sounds like
thought you meant Ripley's Believe It or
No,
Else.
it's
or
not
Yeah,
that
something
bad.
he's
like
he's
that.
from the era where that's probably just this is just a normal. He's from the bush, there was
Yeah,
the
girls
bush.
had bush and
You're like,
everything.
at Altamont, man, before it all fell apart. That's what the ladies
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
like. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
You
Can I
guys
ask
are
a question now in all naivete? Because you guys probably know better
sure,
than I do.
sure.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know if this is an American question or Western
Well,
civilization or
We're-
globally.
we got an
Okay.
international vibe.
Let's
so-
say
Ted,
let's
hang
say-
tight.
yeah, Ted's on.
Are we
here,
all
so-
right?
Yeah, but maybe he could.
are most
Go ahead.
are females under the age of I don't know what to say 35 or
Yes.
something like that? Are they all shaved down there?
Okay.
now? Is that the
Oh, yeah.
norm?
You want it? Well, here's the
No,
thing.
seriously, is
I
that
will-
the norm?
I will tell you this:
Mhm.
the having hair there is making a comeback in some capacity, but it's a manicured hair. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
It's not like it just nothing.
But that means we've gone through a period, which I completely
no pun
that-
intended.
right, where
Mhm.
you were clean down there.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, for sure. No, the idea,
When did that happen?
30 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
figured.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I barely caught the tail end of it.
No pun
I
intended.
saw a couple of bushes.
Bada boom.
A couple of bush in high school.
So you didn't find
Wow.
there are pictures of her where you see the front of everything, and then
Okay.
you really get an idea.
I was looking at video.
Yeah,
I thought
pictures
you
might be
meant-
better.
That'd be fine.
Well, I'm sorry.
Ripley's Believe It,
it's
her
an-
whole
no, well,
body and everything.
That's why it's a weird thing. It's kind of nebulous because it's the kind of thing where if you don't mention it, like if I put you on a date with this girl and you want to date with her, you would come after.
photos. Here
if
we
you
I wouldn't come back
No,
and say
No, but hold on, let me
she's
finish.
so hairy.
If you came back after the date, you would be like, "Hey, did you guys know that she's a nice girl, but she's pretty hairy?" But so if I didn't mention it, I would be remiss. But at the same time, it's not the only thing about her, but it's enough of a thing where you'd have to
Ooh.
mention it. See? Now
Oh,
there
oh,
we
Well,
go.
I mean, I knew
Oh,
it was there.
now you hit the all right.
That's the whole.
Yeah. Okay.
But even that's pretty normal, probably for his era.
No, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, it's pretty.
okay,
normal,
then all right. God, you two are you guys are gonna
Just saying, don't
imagine-
judge.
It's from my taste, it's not particularly attractive.
Yeah,
as-
same.
but
Oh, good God!
Yeah. It's a lot. It's
I'm
what I'm
glad,
saying.
we, I'm glad we ate
that's why.
before.
Yeah, really. Well,
It's just not my thing. Not my
that,
thing.
yeah, because you've been raised partly because you've been raised in the era.
Oh yeah.
of
Well,
clean.
I was raised with hardwood floors.
Yeah,
say,
exactly.
we call them.
Yeah.
You
It's-
know.
But that's what I'm saying. If you, it's the
but
kind of
nature made them that way, just
don't
like
listen,
she made us that way.
I know that it's there to
Right?
it's there to trap pheromones and scents
Right.
and all that kind of thing. I get it,
Yes.
but at the
But-
same what go ahead. What?
Well, as a species, we've
Yes.
looked like that for 500,000 years or
Sure.
more.
Yep. I listen.
Can I ask the same question on the male side? I know this is very, very
Okay.
you go
naive,
right ahead.
but also have our genital and pubic hair. It's normal. It's natural.
Yes.
Are younger men shaved down
Yes.
there as a rule,
Groomed,
as a
yeah,
general?
Groomed.
generally groomed, but I don't know. I mean, I can't
Groomed,
speak. I
sorry.
have not.
Well, most
But
of
I'm
them.
talking about millions and millions.
Most of my
young-
exposure is through porn, and so they're all groomed.
Oh,
because
boy,
They're
are,
all groomed.
you know
boy,
what I mean?
are they.
Yeah,
I will say this: if you
This
live,
is so weird.
if you're
they're
living,
ready for company.
if you're living in an urban area
urban
and you're
yes.
under the age of like, I don't know, 60, 50,
in America now.
well, I mean, probably internationally. I
Okay.
think the idea is
He's
to
groomed.
Okay, for example, a friend of mine is very into like sex clubs and that kind of thing.
Right.
And some of these clubs, especially clubs in Berlin,
Yes.
they require shaving.
Shaved. Excellent.
You've got to have
well
it
because
Wow, is
little
that right?
well because among other reasons
hygiene.
there's hygiene. Little
Mm.
bugs live in there, you know.
Oh boy,
Or
Oh,
sometimes-
sure.
But
They
sometimes big
do.
bugs.
small vermin.
Yeah, exactly.
Spiders,
Woodpeckers.
spiders, small
Uh,
woodpeckers,
A possum, perhaps.
Sometimes you get an
Yes.
opossum family.
A nest
Yeah.
of squirrels.
Yeah.
I
And-
get it. I get it.
And I do think
Oh,
it-
that's so weird.
I would imagine, I mean, I'm not on the market. I haven't been for many, many years, but if you're with somebody, a young lady, and you disrobe, it will speak to your grooming habits in writ large if
Ah.
you're cleaned up
Interesting.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you got to be like a wood floor. I'm not saying blah blah blah. You know,
But I'm still of the old school, so that would be.
I can
on
only
that
imagine what's in
theory
your
that would be
pants.
okay for Lucy.
you have a 12-inch cock and just
Sure.
dreadlocks just everywhere. Look like an angry
Right?
forest of just
Yes.
pubic hair. Just
Graying
Yes.
graying
wearing all the-
dreadlock.
yeah, you're wearing all those jackets to keep down your mess of pubic hair. Just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
just weighs it all down. Well, it's funny because
You thought she was hairy.
Right.
oh my God, you
Oh,
guys
I
are-
can only imagine.
wow, the Bronx
this
will really
guy's
be
got.
burning again,
Sure will.
and all that
Oh.
brush fire.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
if
I
you
tell
get
you,
enough friction going,
it sounds like there's going to
Yeah.
be plenty of something going
Where
on.
does she live
Wow.
though? We don't know what neighborhood. she's
Staten
in.
Island. but
Staten
I don't know.
Island.
Oh, she was born in the Bronx.
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys
Right.
can have a Bronx conversation.
Yeah, we could have a Bronx-
Tell her
It'll
about
be-
that
it'll be-
library. She's going to love it.
It'll be
Yeah,
great
she'll
when you
love
go
that.
home
She
for
might
the
write
holidays.
A check for that.
She is not a dumb girl by any stretch.
Nobody
No.
said she was.
No, nobody said I'm trying to,
She's just trying to make a living.
Sure is.
and it's in her
It's-
lifestyle. It's
It's
not like
constitutionally protected work.
far be it from us to tell anybody how to
Right?
pay their Con Ed bill.
OnlyFans lawyer over here.
Well, not in the old days.
How do you mean?
Well, in the old days, in the law,
Right.
you
Oh,
know,
no,
it was
yeah.
all pornography, obscenity was
Mhm.
absolutely outlawed.
Right.
Yes.
You couldn't pay your taxes based on
Mhm.
which seems ridiculous.
I know now
but
they still
not
have
then.
trouble with a lot of stuff, financial stuff.
yeah, well,
like
no
if you're
doubt,
any kind
right?
of lending or
Because
whatever,
the
it's like they don't
IRS
want-
code is so
Yeah, they don't want
complex,
to have
but-
anything to do with the adult industry.
So
But
silly.
the most, if just for 1 second on the law,
Sure.
the best quote of all in the legal aspect of the development of freedom of expression
May I
from
guess?
pornography and
May I gu-
obscenity.
may I
yeah,
guess?
Yeah. Do you know it?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Ooh, I
No.
like that.
All right. Sorry.
I wish I'd said that.
Okay. what's the-
Justice Stewart,
Justice Stewart.
who is a
Hey,
conservative
I'm a Stewart.
Republican,
I'm a justice here.
yeah, on
Ah.
the old, this is late 50s,
Old
early
Testament.
60s, very famous case. I forget which one it was.
Okay.
And they were trying to define obscenity, right? That was the
Mm.
whole quote.
Oh,
Well,
actually, I do know
how do you
this quote.
define it? So if it, go ahead.
I know it when I see it.
Yep. We can't
Yep.
define it, but we know it when we see it.
Uh-huh.
Brilliant. He didn't even know how brilliant that was. I mean,
Is-
come on, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
It is
that's
funny.
so funny.
Right.
Anyway,
But
that
you
was the greatest moment in
Do you remember the
obscenity
case?
law.
Was it like Lady Chatterley's lover?
Oh,
or something?
sure.
No, but I mean serious. Do you
Oh,
remember?
no. I read all that shit in First
Okay,
Amendment. Sure.
But why did it? What was it attributed to? Like, why did he say that? Was it in a case? Was it in the context of a?
I think it was in Roth v. U.S., which is early 60s, which was one of the key, cases that opened up. The majority said, and maybe even applied to film, but I don't remember.
Okay.
This is not obscene. They were trying to draw a line.
Oh, I see.
If it's
Okay.
obscene,
Right.
the state can ban it. But if it's not, free expression.
The state versus USA After Dark.
What's this?
I think was
Yeah, right.
I think it was
Right.
Roth v.
We,
U.S.
we call Rhonda Shear.
Right.
Rhonda Shear to the main stage.
But you know what the
Jade to the main stage.
Oh.
it's kind of here's a shocker
Go ahead.
for those who may not go back that far,
What do
and
you
then we can talk about anything you want. But
Sure. Thank you.
probably the first really big case on obscenity and
No pun intended.
pornography.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, no pun intended.
State versus Mandingo.
No, the U.S. versus a book called Ulysses. Can you believe?
By Grant, Ulysses S. Grant.
By
Yes.
Now you sound like Carol and what's his name?
I don't know. Carol.
Scott.
What?
Michael Scott on
Oh, The
on The
Office.
Office.
Oh, yes, right.
That's
Oh,
perfect.
Howard
for
just
him,
discovered
right?
The Office.
Grant,
Right.
Grant.
Yeah.
No, U.S. versus Ulysses. Imagine that was a major case that opened up the whole thing. Was that thing obscene? That was the issue of the
What
case.
was Ulysses about?
You know, Joyce's Ulysses.
Yeah, James Joyce. I
right?
know that part. Yeah,
I
but
mean, the most important.
James Joyce, the
work of modern
gunslinger. I'm
literature.
James Joyce. I'm coming to get you.
Okay.
Hey.
It was, and he didn't have any say. You know,
But what was- why would that book-
Because he had language about
Oh,
sex.
okay.
And you know,
Because I do remember the banned
can
books.
you imagine?
I
This is like
can't.
100 years ago.
Right.
You know, but
Yeah.
That was
well,
before a Harlequin
1920s.
romance novel.
U.S.
Right.
versus a book called Ulysses.
How did it come out?
No,
Is it banned?
the Second Circuit didn't go to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Second Circuit Court of Appeals, which is our New York, by Learned Hand, who's a very, very famous judge, or Augustus was. They were brothers.
Okay.
They passed it. They said, no, this is not obscene. This is a work of literature,
Okay.
serious work of literature,
Sure.
and deserves respect and is protected by the First Amendment.
Because I do remember Henry Miller had the banned books, Tropic of Cancer,
That's
Tropic
right.
of
They were
Capricorn.
also came up. They weren't finished with by the time Miller came. They were still wrestling with this
Right.
nonsense.
And then D.H. Lawrence, Lady Chatterley's
Also
Lover.
very
That was
good.
also another banned book.
Yeah.
I tell
So
you,
we made some progress as far as
Mhm.
that free kind of the free expression is
Yes.
concerned. Yep.
and
And I think Lucy should take note of that.
well, again, it sounds like you guys have a lot to
You know
talk
what I mean,
about.
if she wanted to
Yes.
talk about it from that aspect,
Mhm.
I could teach her something there.
There you go. She could sit at your knee, so to speak.
What if she
Well-
quit and went to or paid her way through law school? You know, with her.
Well,
With her.
Let's walk before we run, okay,
Right.
counselor?
Yeah.
She's doing pretty well. She has roommates in what do you call it?
Staten Island.
Staten
Yeah.
Island. She did mention. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So
Was this all last week?
yes,
I missed this whole
Was
thing.
it?
By a
Oh,
week.
yeah,
No
was
wonder
that?
you pushed me back. It's okay.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
listen, you got
It
bumped.
was
I'm
on the,
sorry.
I got
it was
bumped,
on the
but-
books
I
already.
know. I
It's like if you're,
understand.
it's like if you're doing Carson and Charo shows up, you're like, listen, Dom DeLuise, we got to put you on
Yeah,
next
sorry,
week.
pal.
Charo's
Pie in the crotch.
Charo's a head turner.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
That's funny.
yeah. So she was So listen, I will make some overtures.
thank you.
Because I think that listen, all that matters is what's between your legs, to be perfectly candid. Everything else is
Come on,
proliferate.
she's not that shallow.
It's not quite well, apparently she's that deep.
Oh, that was
Hi-yo.
good.
Thank you
I
very
fed
much.
you that line.
Yeah, you really
I
did.
fed that right to
And,
you.
and keep it right there. Let's not feed me anymore. And the show's over, folks. Happy New Year. So yeah.
Okay, now I got one
Yes.
for you.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Do Jackie Mason doing Lucy.
Hey, I can shave, but it's my bread and butter. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna go home, get a shave, get a razor, get a pick, get a Gentile. The Gentile wants a Gentile. Gentile likes a Gillette. Gillette gets a Gentile. What am I gonna do? If I needed to make the money, come on. I can break my teeth with
love
my cunt hair. I can break my teeth. I can floss with my cunt. I've been to the dentist in years. Look at this thing. Oh, it goes down to my knees, up to my shoulders.
I did.
Yeah.
That
It
was
just
like,
gets
like
me
it.
so
I
much.
know,
early,
you
I
like
a little
love
early
that.
Christmas for Hal.
But I love mimic. Guess what happened this morning at the run? Can
what
I
do you
just
got?
tell it?
Yeah,
A
tell
cute
us.
anecdote.
By the way, let me jump in for 1 second.
You want to
For
define the
those
run?
of you who
Yeah.
are watching,
Right.
we are now putting where you can find Howard Monday through Friday if you're in the
Okay.
New York area. He likes what do you like? Coffee, just black, right? You're not a little milk in it.
Anyway, you bring it. So
Anywhere you bring it, right? Might want to have it tested first. You're gonna end up.
no, I have a
missing-
tester with me, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Gotta
gonna-
test
Someone's gonna
strips.
cut that big
Make
dick
sure
off and
it's
take
not-
it. Ted Roberts is gonna.
Ouch!
Ted's gonna be running across the.
No, I have a
Mhm.
person with me, so we'll
Okay,
yeah.
so tell us about what happened at the run.
So
You brought it up.
yeah, I did. Let's see if I
You
remember.
forgot already. It
James'
clearly was that
daddy,
memorable.
who's an Irishman, very friendly guy.
What's his name
And-
again? James.
No, David.
David.
As a matter of fact, his name is David. He
David.
came with his partner.
David.
Very nice
Oi,
chap.
Oh, for
Ooh.
fuck's
Oh,
sake.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, I'm a homosexual.
yeah.
Oh,
Me
is he a
father-
gay?
My
Gay.
father kicked me out.
Oh, that's the
Well,
best.
Anyway, so
yeah, they came along,
Gay and Irish, which is redundant.
Wow.
with their dog
That's as
Jada. It was
wispy
very
as you can
beautiful.
get.
dog kind of
Hound
what?
mix. Jada is the name of the dog.
Like
She's-
Jada Pinkett Smith? Is it like not a hairy dog?
it has fur. Yeah,
Okay,
it's like it looks like Lucy.
Okay.
That's fur. A lot of fur.
gotcha.
Anyway, they come along with a little girl, maybe 11 years old,
Uh-oh.
cute little thing.
Okay.
And first of all, he says, this wasn't part of the story, but he says, we went to the mani-pedi yesterday. I said, oh, that's fun. And then
Okay.
he, puts his hands out
Wow,
and he's
sorry.
got
Guy sounds like
green
a-
and red, Christmas
Oh wow.
Oh,
nail
fun.
polish. Fun.
Okay.
Okay. But then we started talking. Okay, there were three of us, right? Three adult males, and then
Right
the
now
girl.
we have David.
We have David. We have his partner.
partner.
Forgot the name. Sorry, I apologize.
Right,
Yves.
bend
Emmy.
over.
Okay,
Hey-o.
bend over.
Okay.
Okay.
And then some 11-year-old girl.
And this little girl, I forgot her name now, who's visiting with her mom for Christmas
from Ireland.
No, they're not
Maybe
Irish.
the
I think
partners-
American. I think American.
So maybe this is. Hold on, it's okay. Maybe this is somebody who's related to the partner. Are they hosting for Christmas? This kid didn't just show up by itself.
She showed up with her mom.
Oh, okay.
To visit, but I don't know what the.
But they were not
arrangements are.
connected with James, or they did get a many.
Who's James?
David.
David.
So
yeah, they're
David
connected
was
David.
with
They're
the
friends of
11-year-old.
David.
Oh, okay,
FOD.
very good.
FOD.
Okay. FOD, very good. Okay.
So
Friend of David.
Friend of David.
partner says something like, "Oh yeah, yesterday we so and so and so."
Also Irish accent?
No, he's an American.
Okay, very good.
The little girl mimics him, but like you doing, it was she mimics exactly. You know that mirror thing, when you mimic the last thing you heard?
Yep.
And you could not break her. 10 minutes. I mean, she was brilliant. Then I start asking her a question like,
Wow.
well, you know,
What a precocious child.
Right.
and she'll say, "What precocious child?" And I
Oh
said,
my
"Well, where'd
God.
you come from, hon? Where'd you come from, hon?" I mean, it was brilliant. Brilliant.
sure
She's
she wasn't
11
just-
years old.
Was she maybe autistic?
No,
They do that.
no.
It's called scripting.
Yeah. Brilliant.
No,
I was.
You think I'm joking?
I
This is-
was laughing so hard. I
Because so
love
far
that kind
she
of
just
thing. As
repeats
you know,
everything.
That's why you're Jackie Mason.
You know what's
Church,
really funny? Only somebody without kids would find that funny because I have children. I would be so annoyed with about 30 seconds. I'd be like, okay, stop it.
Yeah, right.
Stop it.
Right.
No, seriously, it's cute, but no, seriously, it's cute, but hey, can this Patty, can this
Right,
gay
and
Patty get it? Yeah, I would get.
But you're saying
And they
there was-
said, you know what? This has been going on for 12 hours. I mean, she's
wow.
wow, that is really.
you know, this kid has talent.
okay.
I said we got to talk about ventriloquism.
Was she
for you.
like mimicking kind of their tone and their kind of affect? Or I mean, she was doing like an impression
more
or
on
just
the language?
saying?
Wasn't a whole impression. More on the language itself.
Okay.
but not the cadence.
It wasn't not the whole.
Okay.
She couldn't. She's not there yet. She's only 11.
No,
She's just starting her career.
when I was 11, I was
Okay.
mimicking at a 9th grade level. So I'm putting it right.
It was
out there.
brilliant.
Mhm.
I was.
Right.
Why don't you
could
do
not
her
stop
show then, Jay?
laughing.
Do her show. Fuck her, stupid kid. Give a shit. Hope she is.
And she had big braces on,
Right,
you
hope
know,
she has
but
bone
she was
cancer.
funny.
Yeah, once you mimic somebody, at
That
St.
deadpan, you know.
Hey, mimic
Sure.
going to St. Jude's for an
Mhm.
inoperable tumor. Sorry,
Well, that
sorry. For
that was nice. That was in the.
I'm just
Brian,
saying.
Brian doesn't like
Spirit
when
of
other
the
people are
season.
funny.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
He's
of an
jealous.
11-year-old
He's
girl
hurt.
I've never met.
He's hurt
Yeah,
by this
exactly.
whole
I don't
thing.
like you having friends.
Yes.
It might be because I don't have kids, but I haven't seen that in years, decades.
Well, I
it
do
was
think
so
it's.
cute,
Hey,
so
Mm.
funny.
I'm going to sound so middle-aged.
Anyway,
I'm glad you never knows in a damn phone.
Right.
That's all
That's
they are.
right.
All the
That's right.
TikTok-
No.
Hey, must not have been screen time.
Yeah. Hey, right. Hey, thanks for not
Jeez
TikToking.
Louise.
Can I ask you guys
Yeah.
a question about TikTok for
Sure.
a second? As
I'm
somebody,
an expert on
You
TikTok.
you came to the right place.
Yeah.
We know a lot about
stick your
TikTok.
11-year-old girlfriend on the phone. Oh, we should. You know, we
Oh,
should.
she's
What about-
so funny.
Mhm.
Oh, she was brilliant. Okay, TikTok.
Okay. My question is this: do you guys remember? And by the way, I'm not because you don't know shit about TikTok, so it's stupid. But
Hey, excuse me.
you don't know anything
You just
about
asked
TikTok.
if we knew, and we both said yes, we do.
You would say yes if I asked you how to make a frittata. You're very full of yourself.
Unlike what's his name, the Republican who's just you heard about the
Fake it till you make it.
Which one?
the Latino guy Santos who was just elected
Oh.
to Congress on what appears at first glance this is not proven to be a completely
diversity
puffed
hire?
up, resume.
Oh.
I mean, just he invented a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Anyway,
Can't they?
that's okay.
Can't they like
Go
Google
ahead.
this fucking guy? Or?
No,
Okay.
no, the
Anyway.
Democrats fucked up.
Well, all right.
Oh,
Anyway,
he's a Democrat.
My
Okay.
No,
question-
he's a Republican.
Okay.
when are you guys ready?
Yeah.
No,
thank you.
I want to say one more thing about that. No,
Like,
go ahead.
Then,
No, one, and then that's over.
well, why don't you finish your thought?
The woke press.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, the woke press has
Uh-oh.
exploded in arms. The guy faked his resume and so on. You know what?
It
Good
was
for him.
their job
It's
too.
exact. It's the job of the opposition to do the oppo research about his resume. Bust.
Devil's advocate, that's a little cynical. Don't you think if you're running for public office, the onus is upon the person running to
To tell the
be
truth.
open and truthful?
Absolutely.
Well, then there you go.
Well, that's why I switched my registration last week
to your
from
Volkswagen.
D to independent.
Class D.
Wow.
Because I think it's a plague on both your
Wow.
houses right now.
Uh-oh.
With my house?
And that's after 50 years as a Democrat.
Oh boy. And Jesus wept. Worst Christmas ever. said
Jesus was
Santa.
a Jew, by the way.
He was
in
the
case
best Jew.
everybody's not.
Yeah, he had
okay.
to live
All
with
right.
his mother until he was 33. You know,
He's a nice Jewish
boy.
boy.
Yeah. Would you mind turning this? The only thing I don't believe is the water and the wine. He was sure if he was a good Jew, he'd turn it into like cream soda. Hey, I'll be here all week. TikTok.
An egg cream.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, he would turn the water into an egg cream.
Because
That's material there.
Yeah,
For
he's good.
That's,
He's-
that's
yeah,
funny.
punch
Yep,
up.
yep.
Best
He's-
punch up guy in the
He's
business.
doing Grossman's in February. Be very quiet.
Grossingers.
Okay, fuck.
All right, TikTok.
Such a
Okay.
goy.
I know.
Grossman's.
Right? Grossman's. Hello.
Hello,
TikTok.
Rosenberg.
Yes. Let's all go have corned beef sandwiches. Okay.
All
Here's do you guys remember a few years ago? It was a huge concern because they were talking, meaning the government, was going to ban TikTok, or they were going to make it
United
illegal.
States government.
The United States. Do you remember
Oh,
this?
No.
Okay. Remember
I mean,
Trump?
I remember this in like China, but not.
Yeah, well,
Not yet.
China.
There was
That's
a
an
whole-
easy
okay,
one.
hold
That's
on.
an easy case.
There was a whole thing about Trump and people saying that TikTok was data mining, and they were and they are doing that. But there's a whole thing about TikTok was the
Yes.
most dangerous
Oh.
thing
Yes.
to happen to our privacy and
Right.
our in a
Right,
million years,
right.
and it seems to have completely gone away. Nobody seems to be worried about it, which I'm fine with. I don't really care one way or another, but I feel like TikTok was like this huge problem, and then all of a sudden it wasn't, and now everyone loves it. Like, did they change it or something?
Mm.
May
I
I
don't know.
Do you
explain
know what okay, yeah. If you know,
from
I
my
mean-
point of view?
okay,
I
this could
Adam,
go anywhere.
No, I got nothing. I heard about this story. That's all I can
And by the
say.
way, after this, we're gonna call Lucy Sunflower.
Okay.
See if she picks up.
Oh, really? We can call her live and see what. Oh, that's a
Give
cute
it a
idea.
shot.
Anyway, in my humble opinion,
Yes.
the explosion in the last generation of the internet, shall we call it, with all of its manifestations, is like the opening of my favorite opening in literature, Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities.
The best of times,
It
worst of
was
times.
the best of times. Is okay.
Yes.
All coins have two sides. The internet coin, which is even more
Internet.
maybe valuable than these bitcoins that I gave
Mhm.
you.
Mhm. Thank you. I'll take
Not
those
good for
over
the
here. Now
Jews.
you're gonna eat them.
Okay.
Up there's my
Mhm.
beautiful.
Time out.
What?
Do we need more recognition?
No, we're
thing?
good.
No,
we're
this
good.
is
We're good.
actually something that. Which one is that? Is that
Nice.
Jocelyn or is that Mia?
I can't
I
see.
think
There's
it's
a
the
pillow.
wife. I
Who is
think it's
it?
The wife.
Oh, is
Oh
she
my
in the
gosh.
kitchen?
Both of them.
Oh, hi. Hi, love you. See you later. Look at that.
All right.
Okay, bye, girls. See
Bye.
ya. All right, shirts off, boys.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so go ahead. By the way, you're I know where you're going with all this, which is why I
You
want you
do?
to finish your thought, which is great.
Okay.
But I'm speaking in particular about TikTok. But go
Okay,
ahead.
But
No, go ahead.
TikTok is perfect example.
Okay,
of it.
good. Please.
So it's two. Each side, every coin has two sides.
Mm-hmm.
You opened up free speech like never before, even imagined in the history of human civilization.
Right.
And on the other side, you've opened up a Pandora's box of horrors.
Right.
So you can see that there's a lot there. It's healthy that there's a lot of battle about all of this because we don't know what to do with it. There's so much expression now,
I agree.
including TikTok.
100%. But
All right,
TikTok
that's
in
all.
particular had some sort of malicious software
Mm.
where it was a point where we weren't allowing TikTok. It was being banned from being here. And it seems to me that it just kind of went. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about. so
Yes, we
fucking-
do. Yes, we do.
Do you remember this?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I
If you do,
remember
you
the
know.
Adam
story.
remembers
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
And I remember.
But it was like a big, but it
You
never
don't-
before. Okay, but hold on.
Sorry.
But remember, Instagram was never, that never happened with Instagram. There have been privacy issues with any of these, but TikTok in particular.
Well, I think
huge-
Meta
there are huge
in
privacy
general,
issues
right?
with all of
Which is Facebook and.
Okay,
and-
you know what? Let's just drop it because I have to. Look at my
No,
phone.
wait,
Hold on,
wait.
no, hold
One
on.
sec.
Howard,
Oh,
Howard.
oh.
Look at my phone and just see why was TikTok banned, please. And
Okay,
just-
what I want to say
Yeah,
is
I'm
that
gonna-
go
you
ahead. Go
don't.
ahead.
This idea of banning
Right.
is just wrong all the way around.
Okay. Yes, but I'm not talking about free speech. I'm talking about
This
in
is more
part.
privacy.
These are
issue.
privacy issues.
There are huge privacy issues, but man, you go
But-
on the internet, you have
Yes.
no expectation of privacy
But
anymore
TikTok in particular was using like
because they had
malware
malware to do.
or malicious software or something. There was something embedded in TikTok where
All right,
it was enough for the government to flag it and make it
but you know-
not permissible. Like, for example, you can't use Twitter in China.
Well, you
You
can't
know-
use anything in China that they won't. They
Except,
don't want
hey,
you to
even
use.
even especially a fork. Am I right?
Especially
Is this it's nice. Harris
you.
tweed.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
especially a fork.
Yeah, chopsticks. They're hanging in there with those chopsticks. Are you carrying around chopsticks, you weirdo? Don't tell me you're going to pull
That's
chopsticks
why
out of
the
your
guy
pocket.
said I reminded him of
What are you coming up with, Adam?
Kramer.
They're talking about they've expressed concerns about the app's ownership by the Chinese company ByteDance, attempting to ban it from app
Show the
stores.
chopstick.
Countries such as Indonesia. So I mean, I guess a bunch
All
of
right.
countries did ban it.
Okay, but now it's kind of back or something. It seems like
Concerns, while
And-
others, Armenia as
Armenia. Well, if they're serious about it,
implemented
it's a country that's
restrictions
What about
to
Fredonia?
migrate the
Have they banned
spread of
Brothers.
information which could lead to conflict. Syria has banned it
Oh, really? That's a
allegedly due
surprise.
to human trafficking into Europe.
boy. You know,
But it
all
sounds
right,
like
okay.
it had to do with the company that owns it called ByteDance.
Yeah,
they were
ByteDance.
the one that you're talking about.
Lucy works
that
for
was-
them, doesn't she? Sometimes.
yes.
That were you pay by the minute on ByteDance.
Yeah.
You gotta prepay though. But yeah, it sounds like, but it doesn't. I would have to read deeper probably to figure
Yeah.
out why it's
I
now
don't
it's
think
okay,
a
but
it's this general problem of opening up the Pandora's box and you know.
Right.
there's a
Okay.
lot of
So we
problems.
can move on. But by the way, Howard pulled out of his pocket. Howard's
The
carrying around
got
chopsticks.
Yeah.
Why are you carrying around chopsticks?
Many different reasons. One,
There better only be one.
no,
Doing
there are
Chinese
several. Right, eating
Right.
Chinese food,
I
or,
mean, what-
yeah,
food. Go ahead.
or Japanese.
Yeah. Okay.
Two, if there's a conducting gig,
Yes. Have to be ready.
I'm ready
Uh-huh.
because the baton for me, the standard baton is way too big and clumsy. This thing is just the right size.
Yeah.
Just the right
I've
size.
ever introduced my friend Philip, who works in classical music.
No,
Yeah, his name's Phil. Phil Harmonic.
Wah, wah. Okay, so
All right.
listen.
that's
Go ahead.
good.
Okay, hold on.
I like that.
I just made it
Breaking
up.
news. I should put this on the ticker down below. It looks like it was it was under the Trump administration where you're concerned
Yep,
about it.
Yep.
They thought that it
The
was
the golden age. That's
right,
what I call
America.
it.
right.
When
When
America was
America-
great.
that
That's right.
4-year period where
And
where
will
we
be
were great.
again.
But
Coming back.
he felt like it posed a national security threat. And so what they ended up doing was he threatened to ban it if it stayed the same. But so basically what they did in order for
Unchecked a
to,
box.
to yes, right, unban in order to get the US to not ban it, they had to like sell off a certain amount. So apparently the data was then
To Eric Trump.
basically-
Da-da-da-dum.
basically-
Hey,
I
wait a
think-
minute now.
yeah, basically was like we don't trust you with our data, essentially.
Right.
And then so to get around that, they sold off. So I mean, it's like we don't trust China with our data, but we'll trust to
Okay.
a
All
U.S.
right.
company. So they found a way of that's why it I guess
Okay.
went
Is
away.
that why
All
the
right.
problems quote gone away?
Right.
Sounds like a little
They brought it,
backdoor political.
Oh, here we go again with the back door
yeah.
thing.
Speaking of backdoor, so will you please?
Was
while
that
you're
your Ed Sullivan impersonation?
we got a really big show today. Back direction with Lucy Sunflower.
He doesn't know who
Steve,
Ed Sullivan
That
was.
sounded like
Bro- yeah,
Lorne
right.
Lorne Michaels.
Well, that's kind of the similar. Okay, will
Lucy
you
Sun-
text
what?
Lucy Sunflower, please?
Okay.
Okay.
And say, is it okay if we call you
Sure,
on the
yeah.
show? We have
Let's
a
call
quick
Lucy.
question for
Let's
you.
Sure,
call
we'll
Lucy
do
with
it.
a
Let's
quick
do it.
question.
Did
Let me do the talking.
I sent you the
I don't say nothing.
contact.
She
yes,
just takes
she's
over.
in there
You put
under
it in.
Lucy
Under Lucy Sunflower.
I didn't
You
change.
hit her under Lucy
Yeah.
Sunflower.
Yeah, I
Okay.
put it under there. Hairy potatoes.
That's
So, what you want me to say? Hey, is it cool if we call you? I
yeah,
have a
is it
question.
cool? Yeah,
cool.
quick on the show. Quick question.
Yeah.
Sunflower.
Hope
Is
you're
her
well.
nom de plume. It's not really a Nicaraguan family name.
Yeah, sunflower. The Soleil de Conflowers.
La Flora
yeah.
del Sol.
Yes, but she's
Maybe it is Flora del Sol, and you just changed it to the English.
Well, again, it doesn't speak to her brand, but that's all right. Well, I don't care. I mean, call yourself whatever you want. But we've had we've had a girl on the show, Ebony Mystique. Now, Ebony Mystique is black, and
Really?
she's mysterious. So
It's
that's
very-
why.
very
And that
mysterious.
should be that has much more ebony mystique.
All right,
and
we'll
that
see if she
works
writes
as your
back.
name.
Yeah, we'll see if she writes back.
Okay.
She gets up early. She's like around. So
She's a goer.
we hear back.
Gets
we
up
hear back.
early.
If we don't, we don't. But we'll
Mhm.
see what happens. But
It's
right.
1:00 in the afternoon. What do you mean? she
Yeah,
gets
but I mean,
up?
listen, you never know what
with
people
the
have.
people who
with
work at
anybody.
night. People who
You
work
never
at night,
fucking know
yeah.
if people are napping or
No.
No, that's
brain or-
true. That's true.
People are up to all kind of
She's
shit.
a Central South American heritage. People take siesta.
Sure.
After
She's-
lunch, and
right.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Sure.
Right.
It's got a lot of semen in her armpits. She told me like she wants that guys like to come in her armpits.
come,
so she's
come in
gonna-
her arm hair,
in her arm hair.
right?
Why not?
Which I've done by accident. It's not easy to get out.
Your own arm though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not somebody on the bus.
No,
Sorry.
it was.
Would you mind pulling
consensual.
that
It was
thing for
consensual.
me, please?
Is that extra
Yeah.
charge?
I again, but it is interesting with her body hair because it's the kind of thing where if I set you up with her, you would mention it, but it's not the first thing you notice. But once you do notice it, you like, oh shit, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's
it's a sneaker
Yeah.
or something.
it really the forearms are what I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you would know, but it didn't. I don't know. I noticed, but I didn't think like anything of it because I don't know. I mean, I guess women have to do they have to wax their
It
forearms?
really
and shit?
depends on
That's
some women are
wild.
hairier than
Depends on the-
others, or I don't know. I mean,
Why? If I may ask,
good.
why has this become the central theme of Lucy Sunflower?
It's her thing because her own because
Is that her brand? Does she?
Yeah.
brand
Yeah, because
herself as the hairy girl?
with all of this content, all this adult stuff, you got to kind of stand out. So,
Yes.
like if you were a comedian or something, you'd be the,
all
you know,
right,
you got a
all
trunk
right.
full of props.
But she does stand out because we're in the area of groomed. I mean, the era
Well,
of
yeah,
groomed.
that's-
Also-
and she's not groomed.
Okay,
yeah,
Is that what it is?
Oh,
if you-
probably.
if you took 1,000,
get it
if you
now.
took
She's natural.
1,000
Yeah,
guys in a
maybe.
took 1,000 guys in a room and you said, hey, which of you guys are really into hairy girls? There's gonna be 9 of them are gonna raise their hand. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And those 9
Right.
guys will pay her $15 a month to be on her OnlyFans. So it's a
That's
it's
a lot of
revenue-
money.
It's a revenue stream. So, you know, what is she gonna do? She's either gonna like spend $500 a month on getting waxed and lasered and
Yeah,
whatever the
you
fuck.
lose all your profits.
Or you can and be just kind of one of the many girls that isn't hairy, or
Right.
do you lean into it?
Lean into
Do
it.
you go into that gale force wind and
Uh-huh.
head right for Cape Horn
Uh-huh.
and just see whither the trade winds blow you? You know what
Nicely put.
I mean? Thank you very
You
much.
should write that down.
should.
That's good.
Yes, I often.
It's very literary.
Yeah. Did you know Ulysses Grant wrote Ulysses Grant?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really funny. Well, I'm trying to think. You know what's interesting about movies is
Movies.
movies.
What is interesting about movies?
Here we
I feel like Ed McMahon now.
right? Well,
What is
well,
interesting
I,
about movies, Johnny?
I was just in Johnny.
Oh, he got it
Yeah,
now.
you're right.
He got it. He got it. He got
no,
it.
no, I was laughing because it kind of sounded like
Gary
oh,
Cooper?
God, no. Never mind.
Okay, here I'll do this. Let's see. Schindler's List, Jacob's Ladder, and 3 Men and a Baby.
Remember that?
3.
Karnak the Magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Oh, great one. God, you say it.
Was it?
What is it? Oh, great one. Oh, fuck it.
Which one
3
of the three?
Three.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh,
3 movies I won't be seeing on Christmas
Uh-huh.
Day. See, it's classic.
We all laugh our
Yeah, we
asses
all be
off.
right.
Johnny Carson.
Burt Reynolds would have his Rob
Yeah.
Roy coming out of
Johnny-
his nose right now.
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking you sounded like Nixon when you went whale or
Real.
whale.
No,
Is that
Reagan.
Nixon?
Reagan.
Oh, I'm thinking of Reagan. Yeah,
Reagan.
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 But it sounds like your Carson sounds
No,
like
do
Reagan.
Nixon. No, he's good. There you go.
The Jews are coming across the 33rd parallel. I'm the president. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
He's good.
Elvis is here.
He's good.
Get me a clean shirt.
All right, come on.
All
Do
right, so-
JFK.
There's no 11-year-old girl.
Well,
in the park, but
I didn't even know Marilyn was here. I thought Bobby was sucking my cock. He smells like a girl.
Brilliant.
My Aunt Esther's retarded.
Okay, do Grant.
Oh yeah, I wrote a book yesterday. And I have a good book.
that one I couldn't even really verify. I,
know.
don't know
Yeah,
what he
he's-
sounds
That's
like.
funny.
Okay, when they started making movies, there
we're
was
back to
no
films.
standard of. So that's why movies in the 20s are really fucking weird. But the industry did something very smart. They policed themselves.
Right, the code, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And they created their own code and they
Mm.
presented it. And that's why the film industry was able to sort of monitor itself and establish its own criteria so the government wouldn't come in and say X, Y, and Z. But now,
Good idea, right?
yeah, but now you have you can say fucking stuff like on apparently.
Yeah,
gosh,
it's weird
yeah.
now
Yeah.
when you watch cable
Right.
and they just
Full frontal.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen a whole lot of nudity.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's
But-
coming. The last barriers are being broken down now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Crazy though.
It's called an age of decadence. There's another side of the coin. It's free expression. It's also completely, no barriers, no boundaries, no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
right.
always.
It's two sides of the
I
fucking
guess.
coin.
Well, that's the greatest thing about the internet is also the worst thing about the internet. Is that
Exactly.
it's democratizing all this content. Like,
Right.
I mean, people, you get lost in the shuffle, or you do, or you don't, or
and there's so much of it. Jesus, how do you friggin' even if you're gonna police it, which it shouldn't be policed, but how do you do it?
Yeah. Have you guys ever heard the term fake news? I feel like I've invented
No,
that.
no.
Yeah. Well,
What's
you get
that?
It's when
What is that?
It's when people pretend it's fake. I think it explains itself. Hey, by the way, let's check in and see what's going on here on our.
Want to say hi to the
Lucy
folks?
call?
Let's
Yeah.
say hi to the folks. She hasn't texted back yet.
Oh,
let's say
Maybe
hello.
she's busy.
Hello to Ted.
Hello, Ted. Hello.
Ted says hello to Howard. Howard,
hi,
yay.
Ted. Hi,
He's
Ted.
Howard,
Howard, yay.
excited.
Ted, but I bet Ted had some snow. I know that. I talked to my brother.
Where is he?
He's in old England up there, in the old north of England. Hello, Teddy.
Oh, he's in the north.
Hello.
In the north.
Yes, up there by
Is there snow up there now?
Northern.
Are they
It's a-
getting snow?
Wee little booger sugar there, Ted, up in your nostrils there. Is it? Hello, Bob's
He
your
loves
uncle.
when you do the accent.
He loves the accent.
He does.
like
Hello
he-
to Jimmy. Jimmy says I had my Christmas gift yesterday when Brian reunited with Kevin.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jimmy, if you happen to
Aw.
be still listening, did you enjoy it? I don't know. I mean, I'm not looking for like.
Sounds like he very much enjoyed.
That he
it.
has more there?
No, he just said he got his
Yeah, they could
Christmas
be
gift.
nice. Yeah, but I wanna hear more of that I'm
yesterday.
good.
Sure,
Tell
elaborate.
me I'm good.
please.
Tell me I'm good, Dad.
Tell me I'm
Tell me I'm
good.
good. No.
Hello to Tony says damn.
Damn, it's right.
I don't know. I don't know
Damn.
who he's referring
Is he a
to.
southern boy?
And hello to Ronan.
Hello.
And then
Ronan.
also Ted said it did snow last week. What city is Ted in? Is he up in
Like
Newcastle? Is he in-
Manchester, York
Lon-
is one of those
London?
fucking.
You have a lot of
Manchester.
Brits watching the show.
Couple. Yeah.
Any girls watch this?
Yeah, well, at least
We
two.
know him by name.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Bridget
Both of them?
and
You know
Bridget and
both of them?
Jessica.
Jessica.
Bridget and
Two
Jessica.
girls
Two
listen to
girls.
this show.
There are more, but they're
There.
yeah. Bunch. I like to think they're all too busy entering Hawaiian tropic bikini contests.
Yeah, they're all having
Whoa.
a sexy pillow fight.
Yeah, they're all
probably.
selling. Yeah,
Are
exactly.
those two Brits as well?
No.
Bridget
Oh, they're both
and,
American.
Oh yeah.
They're
one,
American?
One lives up in Massachusetts
Oh,
town.
it says between Manchester and Liverpool. So, okay.
Right.
There you go.
Right,
Oh, I
see,
bet
he
Ted's
loves
got
that.
quite an accent.
He must.
Oh, he has.
Very interesting. They
Yeah.
say girls. Do you say when you say girls? Do you say girls?
He must.
The Beatles sound.
He must sound like you're throwing someone down a flight of stairs. He was a prison guard. I would like to actually talk
really?
to him about him. Yeah.
Should bring him on.
I
Bring him
imagine
on
like,
remote.
I imagine very polite British
Polite British prison.
yeah.
Yeah.
Time
For non-felt.
time for tea, wankers. Everyone's
right.
like, all right.
Here's
Everyone-
white collar crime.
Yeah, they're always in
Who has a-
prison.
Yeah.
They're in prison because they stole like a goose. You
Yeah,
know, it's always
that's right,
like
for
very-
Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was the
Right.
defense. But
Oh, right. I took 90 quid off a bloke. You know,
Quid, right.
Yeah, like
yeah,
those-
90
yeah,
quid.
it's always like very
So cute.
British.
off
Yeah.
of Giza.
Right.
So cute.
You took a tin of crisps. I did. You're going up for a fortnight. I'm not.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it was non-violent
stuff.
and white
Yeah.
collar stuff.
Yeah.
non-violent,
Yeah.
large white. collar.
Jimmy says it was fantastic. You were the only sober one there.
Thank you, Jimmy.
A lot of
Yes.
drinking. They always have lots of Budweisers.
Yeah,
Only
I-
sober one where?
okay, so I did a show. I used to do another show with a guy named Kevin Brennan, and for the first time in 3 years, like John and Ringo or Martin and Lewis, we reunited.
Oh,
And,
that's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's been since.
It's been
You
over 3
reunited,
years.
Yeah,
You mean over the?
No, we were in the same room
in person.
Oh, you were in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he here?
IRL.
Well, he's in
Another
New York.
studio. A studio.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
it was in the studio.
on 30th Street. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow. Excuse
Adam,
me.
that's how I
Yeah,
know
cool.
Adam. Adam
Right.
did his show before I met
Mhm.
Adam, and then Adam did the show with Kevin and I. And then Kevin also works for another. You're not going to know any of these people, but a guy
No.
named Anthony Cumia, who has
Okay.
a network, and it's down on 30th Street. So,
So you poached Adam from these guys? Is
well,
that
no,
what
it's just
happened?
another
Oh, okay.
gig.
Another
for
gig.
Adam.
It's another gig.
But then for a while it was kind of because you guys had I don't want to call it a falling out, but they weren't great. So it was sort of like
it was like my two dads.
Yeah, it was like my two dads.
Yeah,
it was
that's
like
adorable.
Yeah.
and it's funny because mostly Kevin would ask me about you, but occasionally we would talk. You and I
Yeah.
would talk about him. So it's very
Yeah.
like
I would get.
it did
But
feel
now
like I was a
everybody's-
child of divorce a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
But you're one now.
Well, I mean,
I
I
guess.
never
Right.
really. I don't really even care enough to be
Yeah,
angry at
it's-
Right,
Kevin.
that's
It's also
good, that's
silly,
good. That-
really.
of course it is.
I mean,
Ultimately.
It was
it
very
was-
silly.
Kevin, it was
ultimately.
the one thing I will say. I mean, but the thing about Kevin is that he doesn't really like when I saw Kevin yesterday. we were off camera, and Kevin was exactly the same off camera as he is on camera. Being Kevin must be exhausting. Like, I don't even know how
Oh, I see.
he is able to.
What
and
is he
and it's a-
manic? If we were to use the
he's just very intense in his own head, and he's kind of tortured, and it's a shame.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's not my. I mean, look, if he has beautiful kids, and
oh, that's a good.
he's
thing.
living a life, and he's in his 60s and whatever. But I was happy to see him, and I'm happy people enjoyed the show, and that's kind of all I can be. You know what I mean? So, but it was
Amen.
I kind of would always
can
do
you
these shows
say?
a little pickled, and it was the first time I've done
maybe
them.
that's okay.
And it was
Yeah. Well, that
Well,
was the
that
kind
could
of thing
have,
is because you were, you know,
yes,
you
it
were
was like this.
generally under the influence.
or
Okay.
at least 4 deep.
Yeah,
as we
yeah,
would
yeah.
say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right,
What
right.
about Kev? Was he
No,
straight up?
but yesterday wasn't like I wasn't a real laboratory condition, because yesterday was like their Christmas party.
Oh yeah.
So everyone was feeling full of good cheer.
Okay.
I don't think it's like that every show. If it is,
No.
they're all good. Although I will say, I mentioned to Anthony Cumia that I had cirrhosis, and he perked right up. He was like, "How'd you know? How'd you know? How'd you know?" I was like, "Oh boy." I'm like, "Get a sonogram, baby." So anyway, but he
He's
yesterday
concerned about that.
Where did all this happen?
30th Street
30th
off of
Street
7th
studio?
yeah, 7th Avenue, like right by 35th Street, actually, if you want to.
Right near K-Town.
Yeah, we're right like behind
Across the
Macy's.
street from the
What?
Oh no, not across the street from Madison Square Garden.
Not
on
giving
the
up
station.
far, like
Pretty close to
yeah, like
MSG, yeah.
like right by the Hotel New Yorker, where celebrities,
the
where celebrities
Pennsylvania,
stay, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of the diner in the hotel? One of the great old diners still going
The
in the
hotel-
New Yorker, the TikTok
Oh yeah, you're
with
right.
the
Okay.
K's. With the
Uh-oh.
K's.
Is that the same one we have a problem with the Chinese
Yup,
government?
Yeah, we bought
yup,
half
the
of it.
TikTok diner.
You
China.
you want the eggs over easy? Write down social security number. What is the house your mother first made the name of? Trying to get your information.
You know, this could be interpreted as hate speech now. You know,
Could
you
be.
realize what's
Could be.
going on.
yeah,
I'm surprised nobody's calling them.
it's
What is
okay.
this
I-
hate speech?
It's
Right.
all it's in the Commission of Entertainment. That's what we say. It's always meant to entertain.
Good defense.
Thank you.
First
Thank you.
Amendment protected.
Hey, by the way, remember my my small claims court thing with the TV falling on the
refresh
wall?
me, please.
My television fell out of the wall. I went to small claims
Oh
court.
yeah, what happened?
I prevailed.
Good
I
man.
won.
Did you get a money judgment?
I did, but it was a Solomon judgment. I only got half the money.
Fair enough.
Mm.
That's why
Still,
they're
though,
judges.
Yeah, still.
Was it a good judge? Yeah.
I was abroad. I had no idea that was even a thing. I said,
Yeah, they let them do
Yeah,
that now.
I really,
Yeah, women
uh,
can be
ing-
judges now.
ingratiated myself. I looked at her. I said, "Hey, sweetheart, was your husband not come to work today?"
they love
That's
that,
why
right?
she. Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you would have won.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, with full
I said, "Hey,
damages.
instead
Yeah.
of those black robes, why don't we wear something a little more shapely? You know what I mean?
Show
off,
off your figure.
yeah, show off them legal curves.
Uh-huh.
Hey, I wouldn't mind seeing your briefs.
Whoa, is that your Rodney Dangerfield?
Oh, let me tell you. Okay, all right, okay. Hey, habeas
Love
corpus.
that. Love that.
Habeas corpus.
Habeas
Hey, the whole
corpus.
system's on trial.
I love it.
Right. I'm just getting started.
That's great. So when did that come down?
A few weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but now, and it's funny, since then, another television fell off the wall. Same guy. So I now have another date in June.
With
So-
the same guy?
Oh,
Same
separate.
guy.
So you're actually going back. I
Oh,
thought that
yes.
was going to get piggybacked on
No, you
this
can't
case.
tack a new one
Did
on.
they put it on
Interesting.
at the same time? I mean, what?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
The guy
you-
didn't
you
drill-
got- no, the guy's obviously incompetent.
Yeah,
I mean.
guys, obviously.
If you got a pattern going,
yes,
Mhm.
not good for him.
not good for him.
No.
TVs have about 60 days before they fall
Yeah.
off of walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many more have you got? In
Well,
there?
what I've since then, I've hired a guy that works in my building to reinforce all the television. So
I wouldn't do that. You can let them fall off. You make a lot of money.
Well,
This guy
Well,
will
they've
kill-
all fallen
They'll
off.
kill this guy.
There's nothing left on the.
You
on
may
the
get
wall.
the same judge.
well, that would be great if I
She'll
did.
just rule against her right away.
The
Oh,
TV
you again?
The TV judge.
Pay him.
And this time, you can, yeah,
You'll bankrupt him.
yeah. She's like,
Yeah.
are you that blind misogynist? I'm like, I don't know. Your perfume smells like you changed it. I don't know.
Right.
But is this going to be okay? Are you on your period, Judge? Because if so, I'll come back in a
Man, you
week.
should.
Oh, Rodney
is already-
Dangerfield.
This is already
circa
in
1975.
motion.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
All
'Cause
you
I
do is-
want you to go on the People's Court real bad.
yeah. But then everyone
I'll
gets
go with
paid
you.
on the People's Court, though.
Yeah, but then
Yeah,
whatever.
but I want
Adam, it's not real.
bump bump.
I know, but then don't you have you have a better chance of actually collecting?
Well, you
right?
get a lot more publicity.
You know,
Wow.
I'm gonna win this. By the way, and
You're
not-
going to
not-
win this one easy.
Not to sound obnoxious, it's not about the money. It's about
I know. It's about the
Principle.
principle. I know.
it's about dragging this
principle.
shithead into court
Yeah.
again
Where'd you
And-
find this guy?
He was a contractor that was
It
recommended.
was
by the building.
recommended.
Yeah. This wasn't like some guy I met like in Home Depot in the parking lot.
Right.
Who like
Might
got
as well have been.
yeah, who got out of the back of like a camper van.
By the way, those guys are. I bought some plants yesterday at the Home Depot, and the driver guys are ruthless there. They were like, because I got
In
like
which way?
the
How
big
do you mean
Uber to come,
ruthless?
like the
You mean
guys
driving?
because they want to they want to help you deliver your shit,
Oh yeah.
but they have like these big, but they only take cash. They don't have any cash.
So.
But like they were like
Ooh.
this guy was. I felt like I was like a fucking runaway from Wisconsin trying to get pimped out. They were like, "You need a ride? You need a ride? Ah, he's not coming." The guy was like, "Those Uber guys, he's not coming. Come with me.
Wow.
Come with me."
Really?
I think he was trying to harvest
Maybe he
my
was trying
organs,
to-
maybe.
Exactly. Something deep.
But they're
something not-
very ruthless.
He's like, smell this wet rag. Does this
Yeah,
smell like
yeah.
chloroform?
This oily rag.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I
Well-
promise it's only kerosene.
Where did this happen?
Outside of the Home Depot yesterday.
Where?
In Queens on Northern
Oh, you
Boulevard.
By the way, what are you doing?
Queens.
What are you doing after this?
Just more work.
No.
Yeah. Why? What's up? Holiday cheer?
Holiday cheer.
I
What?
wish
No,
I would.
stop it.
Yeah.
Stop
no.
saying- you just got to make the time to do it.
Yeah, but I have
Where are
a
you
fucking
trying to
job.
take 'em?
It's
I'm
not that
sorry.
here's the thing
This
with
is
making
none
the
of my
time. You
business.
got to tell me more than 2 hours ahead of time.
Where are you
Fair
going?
enough.
Where are you going?
Happy to make the time.
Okay. There's a place that we do on the show. It's called
It's
Gallagher's.
magical.
And it is a gentleman's club. Thank you very much. No gentleman have ever been in there. but
Not a- no.
Oh, that's
Nary
cute.
a gentleman.
Nary
Yeah.
a gentleman.
It should be called not a gentleman's club.
Not
You
so
should
gentle-
go. It's
on
holiday
gentlemen.
season.
I would like nothing more.
Sounds
Well,
like
you
you're.
guys have to schedule this in advance. so he
I know,
doesn't
but
Yeah,
have,
part
right.
of the fun of Gallagher's
It's spontaneous.
is the
Yeah, yeah,
spontaneity
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
And Adam famously has gone there and he's pulled girls out of there. It's an interesting place.
Nice.
I don't know if I
Good
have a
boy.
Gallagher's.
Oh, okay. sorry.
Gallagher
I have-
girls.
I
a
did
Gallagher
meet, I
girl.
did reunite with a girl that I pulled out of Scandals.
Ooh.
I was at
that's
Gallagher's. I
weirdly better.
ran into her, and yeah,
They're
I ran
working
in-
there, you mean?
and I ran into her. It was awkward, and she was like, "Hey,
Mhm.
do
Girls
your,
who
do
were
your
working
friends
there?
want lap dances?" Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
And it's
Yeah.
interesting. It's
Are
very
they hairy or
well,
groomed?
some for everybody.
full. Yeah.
Speaking of
mostly
Harry,
group.
did she hit us back? or
Not
no?
yet.
Okay,
Not
she's
yet.
probably-
She's probably
Maybe
very
she's been
busy.
watching or listening to the show and she's
It's
scared, a little bit
entirely
scared
possible.
off.
No, I don't think.
All right. All right.
She made it abundantly clear
Hmm.
that it doesn't matter, and please don't take offense to this. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter how old you are. All that matters is you're packing.
As long as you got a big hog.
She wants a big cock. And
Well,
that's
she wants to
all-
make money too.
No,
her
but
job.
it's more. But no.
This is
Believe-
extracurricular.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the extracurricular.
Yes, this is
side.
for
this is
this
private
pro
time.
bono.
Yeah.
Pro bono. I like that.
pro boner. Am I right,
Pro
guys?
burner.
Anybody?
Yeah. Pro burner.
This guy's
Public
quick.
eye.
But
He's
Gallagher's
fast. Yeah.
is great because it's very much like West Side Story because you go in there and half of the talent or the entertainers, if you will,
Mhm.
are from like Eastern European,
Cool.
you know, Bosnia or fucking I don't know wherever, Chechnya. Or
Cool.
any of these
Chechnya.
as-
Though, do you
Fredonia.
feel like the last
They're a lot
time,
from Fredonia.
yes,
the
that-
last
yeah.
time we
Big
may
mustache.
or may not have gone there. I'm
Lot
not
of
gonna, I'm not gonna
horns.
say whether you were with or not, but I don't feel like I saw many. I feel like I mostly saw
Yeah,
women
there's-
of color.
I think at night you're better. I think at night the
Oh, we got
I
the
think
daytime.
he
we got the-
knows
we got the daytime.
about
I
the
would go
different
to that.
shifts.
The reason why I say that
How
is
do you know so much about this
well,
place?
the reason why I say this is because
Wikipedia.
when you go in, it's
Wikipedia.
like if you are of Hispanic descent, okay,
yeah.
perhaps some Chilean minor spending his settlement money,
Yes, right.
then you will naturally gravitate towards women that you don't normally see in your village or
Sure.
whatever, which are like the tall,
Yeah.
porcelain
Fair
skin,
skin.
fair skin,
Yeah.
Eastern European girls.
Mhm.
So there's that.
Okay.
Having said that, if you're
Nice.
a white guy like Adam and maybe myself,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps if that's my thing, yuck, then you go for a Hispanic girl because they are curvy and it's a different thing that you wouldn't see at home. So depending upon your own ethnicity, that will inform your choice.
You know what? To a certain extent, that is true.
100%.
For example, Schick's appeal for us Jewish guys.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
yeah.
very
Right?
much so.
Right.
So that's kind of what it is. So you're not, if you had a club, because there are clubs that are exclusively, they call them urban clubs, where everyone's black or maybe Spanish.
Yeah. Urban.
in the club.
That's the code.
That's the
language
code
for
word, right.
black,
Mhm.
yeah.
This Gallagher's is not an urban club, but there's lots of black girls. There's
They got urban talent.
it's
Some
metropolitan.
urban yes,
Yes.
metropolitan.
like Queens itself.
It's like the
It's like
United.
Queens
It's really like
itself.
the United Nations.
It,
right.
It really is.
It's the General Assembly in
Yeah.
a different borough.
Yes.
the General Assembly of HPV. That's right.
Yup.
So,
Mhm.
and But if you go during the
What?
day, there's no cover. But I will say, and I know we've talked about
that's
this.
I
even
think if you go at
better.
night, there's not even because we
Wow.
may or may not have been thinking about going there around one of our birthdays. I won't say whose. But I actually stopped by because they wouldn't answer their phone, right? No, or nobody answers the phone. So
Don't they have a recording?
I mean, I didn't leave a message. But so I was like, you know what? I'm on the 7 train coming home, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stop in. And I stopped in to just ask if they had, I forget if they served food or something. I forget what I was
Right.
asking. Yeah, I think I was asking if they served food during the day. And I just fucking walked in, and the guy was like, I went in and I was like, I just wanted to ask a question. He was like, ID. And I'm like, I was just going to ask a question. He was like, oh, okay, cool.
So you've
So
been
they
to
didn't-
Gallagher.
I just fucking,
and you've
oh,
been to
yeah.
Gallagher. but
I've
you
been
haven't
going
both-
there
You haven't been
for-
together.
We have been together.
We've been together. Uh-huh.
No,
No.
to be funny though, you go and you're like, hey, I tried to call. They're like, yeah, Carol's off today. Should have picked her son up at soccer practice. Sorry about
Right.
that.
But I just couldn't believe very different vibe than it ever would, because you just walk right in. No security, no pat down.
What
no
time
nothing.
of day was this though?
This was at 10:30 at night.
Okay, well that seems like it would have been. There would have you.
It was a weeknight.
Weeknight.
because
Yeah, so now it's a free for all.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Because traditionally, when you go in, there's a metal detector. There's someone who
Really?
stands
Oh, yeah,
security.
sure.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Nobody
not-
ever invited me to go to Gallagher.
Trust me,
But
it's
all right, never mind.
You're
Am I too old for
cordially
Gallagher's?
invited. No.
Oh, thank you.
No,
you're
well,
invited.
but I will say this: it is an interesting place because when you go, it's not expensive at all.
Nice.
But you will end up spending money because you sit at the bar and they have girls dancing kind of in the middle of the
You have to
place.
give them a
Oh,
tip.
yeah.
And they
right?
constantly walk
Mhm.
around, and
Yeah,
it's so it's
sure.
like every 5. It's about $50 an hour. It's just a
Is it
Probably,
really?
Probably. Though I will say the last time that we went, I had a lot of singles.
Nice.
And I somehow didn't spend nearly. I think I like way overestimated what I would
Anticipated.
need, and I had a wad. Like I couldn't sit on my. I was like
Wow.
Ebony Mystique with like half a butt, like
Whoa.
sideways.
What's the hit? $5 when the girl comes
No,
No,
around?
just a
Howard.
buck or $2. If you really
Oh, just a buck.
if you really
Oh.
like the girl and you want her to like
Oh,
come around and talk to you
Then you
afterwards,
give her a few.
you drop her a
Give her
5,
five,
and
yeah.
then she'll
Well, that's
she'll
not that
come
expensive.
round.
What
as Ted would say.
What I do is to make them feel comfortable. If I see a girl I really like, I give her a 10 and I go, I'm gonna kill you.
yeah.
Yeah, I do that just to
Ooh,
that they like that.
that's exciting.
But anyway, it is
Mhm.
funny because there are like, for example, like a Sapphire here in New York on 60th Street. That is more of a club where they don't
You mean Amos's wife?
looky here now. Oh no! How
What
you
do
know?
they do at Sapphire? What happens?
Sapphire
there?
is
It's different.
much.
It's
It
Manhattan.
is a bottle
Manhattan.
service club. You're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
really.
You spend money.
You're really gonna
Well,
get banged down
you
in a
know,
place
yeah.
like that. But
Well.
that's what it is. So you just know that that's what it is.
That's
and
why we love the outer boroughs,
they are
We
there.
should do.
right?
And they love us. When you walk into Gallagher's and you're wearing a shirt with buttons on it, watch out. Here comes
Uh-oh,
some
high roller,
He's a-
baby.
that-
We're gonna
that
make
guy's
some
got a-
money
He's
tonight.
got a belt.
The-
He's wearing a belt.
Belt?
Yeah,
and
the,
buttons on your
the
shirt.
DJ,
Uh-huh.
That's
the
funny.
DJ goes like this: 212 into his house.
Yeah.
212 up in this motherfucker.
Show off.
Yeah, exactly.
What do they play? What do they spin?
The
Is it all hip hop?
Usually
crazy
hip hop.
stuff?
Usually
Yeah.
the
New- the newest, the
charting hip
latest?
hop. Yeah.
yeah, or some of that like bachata.
Oh yeah, or
they-
like the
or
reggaeton.
Spanish,
Yeah.
anything with a beat dancing
be-
music.
be-
Really,
Do
yeah.
people actually dance and stuff?
Well, the girls dance. So you don't have.
No, they're but I mean, do like
no, they
No,
don't have.
there's
the
not.
patrons
No.
dance? Or,
Yeah.
no,
There's a
that's
couple-
for them. That's
There's
for
a couple
their
of
dance.
Ecuadorian day
Yeah.
laborers foxtrotting.
Right.
Jack Ruby had a club
Hey,
like
Ben.
that.
I'm in heaven.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Jack
love
Ruby
that.
owed a
That's
homosexual
great
club.
song. It was not. How dare you?
How dare you?
It was
sir.
heterosexual.
But did he really?
The Carousel
I
Club
didn't know. Jack Ruby
was
by the
gay.
way. Okay, hold on. For those of you who weren't born in 1932, Jack Ruby killed John F. Kennedy, allegedly. He is-
Michael Scott impersonation.
Ah,
It's brilliant.
Thank you very
That's
much.
so funny.
He
They
loves
didn't
it.
get that though. Now they're going to
They're
think
not going to get
that
yeah.
Ruby was the
Mhm.
assassin of
See,
Kennedy.
he's going to actually fall into a Kennedy thing right now. Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, no,
Let's
tell
go
them
behind
what
the beaded
happened.
curtain.
No, no.
okay.
Don't tell them that Ruby killed Kennedy. They'll get all. They don't know.
They don't care either. It's
Oh,
ancient history.
Okay, then
Sorry.
never mind.
Howard, we're all dead. We just don't know it yet. Everybody, listen, Merry Christmas. We're going to pop over to the Behind the Beaded Curtain. We are doing a show next Friday, our end of
Let's
the
do
year.
it. Let's do it. Year in review.
Spectacular. Let's
Year
talk.
in review.
Let's talk to Lainey.
I hope I get on that panel
Let's make
Sure.
this a let's
with
get to-
Lucy.
Let's get some bubbly out, okay, for this
Love
one.
it.
Let's talk to
Yeah.
Lainey. Let's try to get some.
Sure.
Let's try to get some fun. Let's get some fun going if it's at all possible.
Okay, I'll let that one go by.
Why? You haven't even invited. I mean, you're welcome. Tuxedos only. Maybe not. But anyway, listen, we're
I'll
going to go
bring out
behind
my black tie.
You see where to find Howard. You see where to find
Okay.
Adam. Listen, and also get a T-shirt. I don't even know if it means. I have to check, but BrianPMcCarthy.com.
Oh, you might have some shipping to do.
No, they it's all.
I know it'd be funny.
No,
if
there's
you
a
did it
team of
all. Yeah,
right.
I know,
Exactly.
I know.
Just one more thing on the doggy run. If you do come to visit, that'd be fantastic. But please bring
dog.
a hot beverage.
Yep, and a dog.
Sure.
Well, you don't have to bring a dog, but you have to bring a hot beverage because it's really cold down there and early in the morning.
Yeah, this
all
time.
right, okay.
Yeah,
This time of year, obviously.
yeah. Come up and give Howard a good shake. Be like, I heard you on the radio. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, especially you, Ted, and all of our friends.
We got any dirty Christmas stories to tell?
Yeah, we'll switch
On the-
over.
on the
Yes, I have a
Patreon?
great one, as a matter
Oh,
of fact.
perfect.
Come over to the but will this be on in time for Christmas? Can
I'll
we-
put it up early since
Okay.
it's.
You mean I saw
this will be
Mommy,
unprecedented. We
I-
already have put 2 shows up this week.
That's right. It's a lot of show, folks.
Yeah.
If I were you, I would never listen again.
You're gonna have to take extra vacation.
That's-
Take your vacation days to catch up on all this
Wow.
content.
I got to go to Stod and catch on that house. We're putting up a new above ground pool. Are we back behind?
Oh, I
No,
love
no.
that.
Bye,
place.
everybody. See you later.
See ya.
I love Stad.
Before we go, beat
So
the curtain.